Alright folks, this is a quick video on how to create a Google Forms and have it grade. So you'll go to forms.google.com and click on the plus sign to create a new form. And then here you'll see the section. So I'll call this chapter 16. Okay. And then I might put in some directions here to tell the person what it is that I want them to actually answer to. If there's going to be a text, maybe there's going to be a quote from an author, you could put that in this right here. Or if you would like to upload a picture, you can. If you click over here to add an image, you can create a snapshot, which would just take a picture of you. You can upload a picture from your computer and pick that picture when it comes up. Anything like that could work. Or you could take a snapshot, as I said. You could find the URL of an image, so you can search somewhere and then find the URL to that image and paste it right in there. You can pull something from your own albums. You can pull something from Google Drive. Or finally, you can just search from in here to find an image of some kind. So if you want to post an image in there, you can do it that way. I'll post in a simple image so you get the sense of what that looks like. And I'll just pull from Life magazine, World War II. And I'll pick that one. Select. And the image gets added. If you feel like you want to title the image and give information about the source of the image, you would place that right there. Click on this. It will tell you how to kind of change some aspects of the picture. You can left align it like it is right now. You could center the picture. You can right align it. You could change the picture. Or finally, you can trash it and remove it entirely. I'm going to keep it in the center. And then right here, you would put in question 1. So whatever the question would be, and I'm assuming in this case it would be about the image above. So question 1. And you type in answer A, what the answer would be, like you type in like what the actual answer here would be. I'm not going to do that. Answer B, answer C, and then answer D. Okay. You could also put in images here if you want. There's not necessarily always a reason for that. And you want to keep it on multiple choice if you're doing a multiple choice quiz like we are in this case. Now, the next thing you can do is you can duplicate this question and do it all over again, which would just take out all the preferences you have here and then repeat it. You can trash this question, you can require this question, and you can also pick other things here. You can shuffle the answers, you can show the description, you can go to section, which I don't think I'll need to do for this. So the next thing that you're going to do is add another question. So you click this plus button and you add another question. And that's how this works. So in order to make it possible for there to be a title, you have to click here and it makes the title the same as here, or you can change it if you want. You have a couple of things up here that I think are important for what we're trying to do. And maybe at another point I'll tell you what add-ons are and the color palette. You can change things there, and the preview of what the actual quiz will look like is there. And then the settings is where we're going to go. So there's different settings here that we'll focus in on, but first we're just going to really talk about quizzes. Toggle that and it'll make it a quiz. And you'll release the grade immediately after each submission. So meaning that after they're done taking the quiz, they can see how they did. Respondents will be able to see what the missed questions were, see what the correct answers are, and then know what the point values were. So click on Save. Now this makes your quiz something that can be graded. And you'll go to a question by clicking on it, and you'll click on Answer Key. And here is where you'll tell them what the right answer is. You click on B. And the other thing you can do is actually add answer feedback. So if you type in here, this would be what they would get if they got it incorrect. So what they would see here. And then if you click on this, it would tell them what they would see if they got it correct. So maybe why it was correct. What I'm thinking is a good idea is to kind of put in the same information here. Like if you're going to say the answer is this one because and all the other ones are wrong, then you put that in here, and then you can still put it in there as well. And you hit save. So that's how that looks. Now, the other thing you'll want to do is make each question worth a point that you want it to be worth. I would assume that most people would want it to be worth 1 point. And then finally, to send your quiz out, you click on send, and you click on this, and you copy it. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can hit the copy button. And what I just did by accident was shorten the URL, which makes it a little bit smaller, but honestly, that's not even really that small. You'll probably want to share this with them via email or some other method, but you also need the link itself. So if you click on this, you can copy that. Sometimes that's another method that's helpful. If you click on that, and then you copy it into an email or into a website or some other place, you can share the quiz with other people that way. Let me show you what a finished quiz looks like. So this is lesson 16. I had them put in as their first question their first name and last name, so I know who it is that's taking the quiz. So I'm going to move, I'm going to reload this. It's acting weird. Oh, I know why. I'm going to pause here for a second. Picking up where I was before, I'm just going to a quiz that I actually created. And this is what it looks like on the person who's taking the quiz. You put Mark, Withland, you hit next. Then I had an image here, and I created this out into sections so they read this. This is actually an image even though it's text. And then there's a chart that they had to read, and then some questions. I'm going to pick random answers here. By the way, it says the point value for each of them. Mexican session, I'm just picking random answers. And hit next. Another example of a text, but you could have an image here. Click on different answers, and then the quiz taker actually hit submit. If you want to view your score, you click on view your score, and in here it has all the things that you put in as the person who took the quiz. So what this does, it tells you green, you got it right. Here's what the answer was that you picked. Red, you got it wrong. Here's what the actual correct answer is below here. Then it continues. But for these, I actually was able to put in some feedback that told them what it is that makes this answer correct. So it's this is wrong, that's the correct answer, and then here's the feedback below. And it tells you why you got that particular answer. Now, for the person who is administering the quiz, you can see what the responses are by going to the link and then clicking on that little edit button and seeing the different responses. Now you can look at it globally and see how everyone is doing on the quiz. And you can also look at individual students and see how they did on the quiz and which ones they got right and which ones they got wrong. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. Thank you very much. Hope this helps you create a quiz that is graded. Hi, this is another video to add on to show you how you can take the quiz that you created and then share that with students so they can take it. So what I am going to upload is a different quiz than the one I created in the video prior to this. It's a quiz that I have students take after they've read a particular chapter in the book. And what they do is they read the chapter and then answer the questions. In order for them to get that quiz, I share it with them via Classroom. So this is what the quiz looks like. Currently, right now, only 8 students have responded because it's due next class. That's what the quiz looks like. The next thing that you'll do is you'll click on the send button. And I think the simplest way, you could send it via email. I just send it with a link. If you want to do it with Classroom, I hit copy. And then I go into that classroom. Okay, and then I click on, I made an assignment, and I click on the link button. I copy and paste the link. I hit add link, and now students can take it. I'll fill this information out, take this quiz, and then
I would click on Assign. So that's how you post it when you're done.